Baseball card collector is first. First, let me get this shirt out real quick. Smash. What's going on, brother? What is going on, my friend? Sorry I haven't been able to be in your guys' streams the last couple days. Just a lot going on. But you'll see me soon. What's up, Joel? Joel Fernandez, one of my new buddies. Good to see you back again in stream tonight. So we're gonna do kind of one of my. I stream daily between either 5 or 6 every day. Whether it's just talking, discussing things like today, we're gonna touch a lot still on Kobe. So if you're kind of over the Kobe thing, I don't know how you can be, being such a global iconic legend himself. We're just gonna go over some different things, some of his famous quotes. I got a little short video that I saw this morning that really touched me, and some of you may have seen it, some of you may haven't. It's a really good message, though, he has for everybody, basically. And talk a little bit about Trae Young's performance yesterday that he dedicated to Kobe, and why that's so. I guess why that's so. I don't know if you'd say important or why it's such a big deal, but there's a lot of backstory about with them, and actually Gigi as well. So, Austin, what's going on? Bill, hope you're doing well. And then, guys, reminder: tomorrow night is the dollar card sale. So tomorrow night, it'll be the dollar card sale. I got a 800 count box. I mean, guys. This is just some stuff's in top loaders, some stuff's in penny sleeves. This is just like examples. So we got like a Paris Campbell Parallel, but this is like the flight one. So it's like a sub deal. You know, Will Smith, Gafford autos, numbered optic cards. You know, parallels are good rookies. Debo, Tim Tebow, Bowman Chrome, Brendan Rodgers Relic. Tops, Otani, Tops Chrome. I mean, it's going to be a wide variety. Whitman Merrifield, number to 50. Josh Jacobs, score rookie. Terry McLaurin, Minshew. I mean, Kopech, Bowman Chrome. The crazy one. Some autos. Just so on and so forth. So that will be tomorrow. Starting right around 6 o'clock. So, guys, be there. You won't want to miss it. You're going to get some good stuff. There's going to be some good cards in there up for grabs. Oh, yeah, any socks? Red or White Sox? Are you Red or White Sox fan? What's up, Ron Figo? Reds fan? No shit. Yeah, Rip Kobe, right? And that's kind of what we're going to really talk most of the stream tonight. I think that's the biggest sports-related thing or news out there, right? Like I said, we're going to go over some of his famous quotes. Just a very, very influential, very inspirational global icon, Kobe Bryant. And I'm gonna again show you guys a short little 1-minute clip that I watched, kind of a message to everybody, and we'll just kind of dive in from there. But I was watching some other interesting stuff too that I'll kind of just touch on. I'm not going to get into it in this stream. I'd rather have you guys go watch the guy that actually did the breakdown of the video that I saw earlier today while I was working. But I'll show you guys who he is, and if you guys get into that stuff. He's kind of more of a conspiracy theorist. So you got to have an open mind when you watch his videos on his topics and stuff. But he's very interesting. Kobe, I don't know if I did know if you won an Oscar. Yes, Fernandez, I do have White Sox. I have, like, Michael Kopech. Like, I have a Bowman Chrome. It looks like the snowflake backgrounds. You know, like they came in the, what are they, mega boxes or something? I don't remember what they call them. But I got some other White Sox stuff in there, too. Yeah, Eloy, Jimenez. We'll probably have some Jimenez-based rookies in there. Whatnot, so... What's up? Yeah, for Dear Basketball, his short film. All right, guys. So again, anybody that's breathing, anybody that can comprehend anything that's happened. We all know the passing of Kobe Bryant yesterday. Yesterday morning in Calabasas, California, just outside of L.A., helicopter crash. 9 people were killed in this. Guys, I actually listened to the air traffic control from the helicopter pilot. Like, they had to wait. They were delayed like 5 or 10 minutes to take off. And then everything got cleared, and they kept telling them that travel at a don't go above this certain altitude because of like the fog and visibility and whatnot. And they told them to go around and, go this route, whatever. And the pilot kept confirming. And then all of a sudden, they got to like 1,100 feet. I think they're at 1,100 feet. And it was too low. They were supposed to stay above 1,500. And that's when the commands were like calling back, hey, you're too low. 24A or whatever, you still there? And there was nothing. It just went silent. Like, they lost all communication. So very eerie. It was him, his daughter, 13-year-old daughter Gigi, the parents of one of his daughter's teammates, and the father is actually like a junior college coach. I don't remember if I know exactly all the details. He is some kind of baseball coach. And the mother was like the assistant coach for Kobe and this girl's traveling team. So it was them, the pilot, and then I think there was one other female that was on board with them. So that's kind of what it brought down to. Again, you guys, we don't have to go in depth as far as who Kobe Bryant was as a person, as an athlete, as an inspirational, motivational, inspiring global icon, really, right? People know him all over the world, right? Wore 8 at one point, then 24. So I thought it would just be kind of cool. Again, I don't think it's right for us to just kind of move past the Kobe thing, being it happened yesterday morning. I figured, we should just talk about it a little bit today. As us all being sports enthusiasts, some of us loving the game of NBA, maybe some of us not. And you're finding out from a lot of people around the world, even if they weren't big fans of NBA. I see it a lot even on Twitter with people's tweets about Kobe, that they weren't fans of the game, or they weren't fans of the Lakers, but they were fans, or they respected, they admired who Kobe was as a person and what he did on the field, right? You need to watch the animated short he did. We'll make those cards are called. Yeah, Mojos. There you go, Austin. Yep. Yeah, JUCO coach. Yeah, whatever JUCO is, but yeah, he was a coach, a baseball coach. The other one that was killed. The father, I believe, he was the father of Gigi's teammate, the friend that got killed as well. So here's a couple of his top ones, and we're not going to read them all, but everything negative, pressure, challenges, is an opportunity for me to rise. When I have the chance to guard Michael Jordan, I want to guard him. I want him. It's the ultimate challenge, right? It's that Mamba mentality. If you're afraid to fail, then you're probably going to fail. It's true. A lot of people have quoted something that are famous with quotes and whatever due to not trying. If you don't try, success comes with failure. There's a lot of different things that are dedicated that if you're around that. As I sit here now, when I take off my shoe, I look down at my scar. I see beauty in it. I see all the hard work, all the sacrifices. I see the journey that it took to get me to this point of being healthy. And I see beauty in that struggle. That's what makes it beautiful. This is one of his most famous ones, right? So this is what I kind of live by too. When, I always try to tell people, like my own personal self, I always try to tell people, don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to duplicate or be another version of somebody else. Always be yourself. Be unique, right? You guys, everybody has their own story. Everybody has a uniqueness to them. Just continue to be that person. Don't try to be somebody else, right? And this really reflects that. I don't want to be the next Michael Jordan. I only want to be Kobe Bryant. That was one of the bigger ones that he was really that stood out, right? When he said that, because people are always trying to compare him, or they always try to compare other players, right? How often do you see people constantly trying to debate Michael Jordan versus LeBron James? First of all, in my opinion, it's stupid. I won't debate it with you because there's no debate there. They're two different players from two different areas that play two different positions. And what I really think is funny is that a lot of these people that are on this Zion hype are the same. Some of these people are the same people that don't respect LeBron. How can you be so hyped and love a guy like Zion, who's LeBron's actually bigger than he is, and has the ability to do what he can do? It's incredible. It's amazing how he's been able to do it for so many years. I don't know, and have a good record of not getting in trouble, and being another icon, being another, I guess you could say, role model. I don't like to put professional athletes as role models. I try to not say that, or I try not to take that, because a lot of athletes, they may get put on as a role model for how well they are on the court, right? But then a lot of athletes do a lot of things off the court that they get in trouble, and they have a record behind them. Well, he's not one of them either, just like Kobe, wasn't. The most important thing is to try and inspire people so they can be great in whatever they want to do. Not even in my dreams. That was something that just happened. It's tough to explain. It's just one of those things when he scored 81 points in a game. Again, man, that's incredible. And I tweeted this morning because I remember his final game at Staples Center, and I remember him setting a goal for himself to score 50 points. And Shaquille O'Neal said, you can't, he was like joking or whatever, you can't score 50, old man, or like giving him crap. And what did he end up doing? He ended up going out and scoring 60. He put 60 on him in his final game. After 20 NBA seasons, scoring 60 points. It's just crazy. Winning takes precedence overall. There's no gray area, no almost. We already said that one. Some of these have repeats. If you're afraid to fail, then you're probably going to fail. I think just a lot of repeats in here. People just don't understand how obsessed I am with winning. Despite fear, finish the job. Yeah, there's a lot of repeats in there. I don't know. I'm going to look on the chat here real quick. I suggest people listen to his appearance on the podcast called The Corp. Gives an insight on his thought process. Kobe might end up being the NBA logo. Yeah, that's what people are trying to push to get the NBA logo. Henry, what's going on, brother? Listen to his interview with A-Rod. Yeah, I've seen that. He talks about Mike build a game. It's Mama mentality. Yep, I've seen all that. So I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but let's watch this real quick. And listen to what he has to say.
Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry I can't be with you here. However, I couldn't completely miss the chance to take a moment to share some thoughts with all of you. The lesson I cherish the most is how important it is to love what you do. If you love what you do and it's making you happy, all the hard work and perseverance will pay off. I once had a guidance counselor tell me that I shouldn't play basketball.
How crazy is that?
His negativity towards me made me strong. You can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. Your dreams are up to you. I encourage you to always be curious, always seek out things you love, and always work hard once you find it. So with that, I'll let you carry on with your evening. Please know I'm thinking of you, supporting you, and encouraging you always. Peace.
Wow. Right? Wow. So, let's go back to what he said. A guidance counselor once told me that I wouldn't make anything playing basketball. And just think about that. Like, think about how many times you, in your own personal life, somebody's told you you couldn't do something or you can't do something, and it gave you that motivation to do it. But then think about if there's ever been times where people have told you you're worthless, you're not going to be able to do it. The same kind of mentality, but you got it stuck in your head because somebody has actually made you feel like, you know what, because they said that to you, I can't do it. Think if Kobe Bryant, what he said, a guidance counselor told him that basketball wouldn't amount to anything for him, that he wouldn't make it. Think about if Kobe Bryant, being younger, much younger, not knowing what his future holds, think about if he'd listened to that guidance counselor. We may not know who Kobe Bryant is, right? Or maybe we would. Maybe it would be in something completely different because of if he carried that mentality that he brought in to whatever else it was that he wanted to do. Think about it, though. Like, honestly, think about that. Being told that he wouldn't make it in basketball, and then he does. Yeah, right? But again, that's a guidance counselor that was probably when he was, in middle school or something. But still, why would any guidance counselor ever tell anybody, that guidance counselor probably shouldn't be a counselor, right? Because regardless of how much ability he would have seen in him or whatever, you would always be trying to at least motivate, maybe not guaranteeing somebody that, they're going to for sure be a pro regardless of how hard they try. But at the same token, telling him that he's not going to amount to anything seems a little strange to me. So, guys, another thing I want to touch on, too, is, and I just got to bring this up because how awesome. Okay, so Trae Young, I don't know how much you guys know about the backstory with Trae Young, with Kobe, and with Gigi, but Gigi's favorite player is Trae Young, okay? So he actually met up with Kobe not too long ago, and actually Gigi was with as well. Gigi actually got to meet Trae Young and tell Trae Young that he was her favorite basketball player. So for him, this was, someone he looked up to, an idol of his. So he went out last night, yesterday afternoon, evening. I don't remember. They played I think late afternoon. And he started by wearing his number 8. Carmelo Anthony did the same thing. I don't know if there's any other players in any other games that did. For a short while in his memory. But then he went out and he scored 40. He had a 45-point double-double with fewer than, he had, 24 shot attempts. He had a 45-point double-double. And the last one to do it was none other than Kobe Bryant on December 17th, 2016. What's up, Zachary? How's it going, man? Cards are me, 1975. Good to see you, man. We'll be having a dollar card sale auction, or not really an auction, a dollar card sale tomorrow. It'll be relics, parallels, some base rookies of some decent names. So make sure you're checking it out tomorrow. We'll be doing that. Today we're just talking really the Kobe stuff and sports. I go live every day. I don't know if I've seen you in here much, unless you change your name. Let me check something real quick. Alright, I just grabbed your channel as well, brother. So welcome. Good to see you. It's the first time I've seen you in here, so I just want to say hello and welcome. Welcome to the card community, sports community. But how crazy is that? He goes out. It was Gigi's favorite player, Kobe's daughter, goes out same day, scores a 45-point double-double, and the last person to do it is Kobe Bryant. You can't make that up. And you know what's crazier is 24 shot attempts, right? This may not be as significant. It would still be a significant thing. This may not be as significant if, it was 30, 35, 40 shot attempts. He did this in, look at that too. See that number? See how numbers keep coming up? 24. 24 shot attempts. Kobe Bryant's jersey number. What's going on, Tom? Henry? Isn't that crazy? And that's another thing that I wanted to just touch on too. And we're not going to watch any of this stuff. I'm going to let you guys check out this if you guys want to. But I want to show you a guy. I watch this guy's stuff. And again, you have to have an open mind. You have to. You absolutely have to have an open mind if you're going to watch this guy. And you don't, he's not saying he's right on any of this stuff. He just points out different things. So, he actually did a video 5 hours ago. His name's Charles Marlowe. It's this guy right here. And it won't let me. But he did this thing. And he talks about, he gets a lot into like numerology and what's another word for it? There's like a thing, and he shows you on the screen. He goes through it, but he shows you like Kobe Bryant's name, what his name means in numbers. He talks about how he died at the age of 41. 41 is the number represents angels ascending. Like, there's just a lot of things, like where the helicopter crashed. If you type that in the numerology thing, it's the same numbers that match up to like his numbers and the date and the year and all that stuff. And then he also goes into how his daughter Gigi was 13 and the number 13, and like it's kind of almost eerie, Again, you have to go in with an open mind, and you have to just know that he's not necessarily saying he's right. He's just going with different angles. Like, there's actually people out there too that are even claiming or thinking that this could have been an assassination. From what they say is anybody that actually apparently had seen anything, or there was a fire like when it crashed, right? Well, did that fire happen when the helicopter was going down? Did that happen from impact? Could something have, who knows? But it makes you start to wonder. It makes you start to think. He dives into a lot of these different things with different people that are, what's going on with them, celebrities and whatnot. So he is an interesting character. I just kind of, like I said, I just bring him up to you. I'm not saying he's right either. I don't, I just like to get different mindsets and different angles where people see different things. And he knows another guy that's been doing some deeper diving in that numerology stuff and all that. And I mean, it's just amazing on some of the stuff you can get to match up and come together. What's going on? Life is weird, man. Mike Trout hit 45 homers in 2019. Yep, exactly. A lot of times you will see, that's just it. You'll see numbers, and you'll see the same sequence of numbers and things adding up to each other, right? It's just crazy. It's weird. Kind of like the movie Signs. You can believe everything is random, or that there are no... Yeah, that's really it. But I think you guys would, especially this Kobe thing. It's 27 minutes. Kobe Bryant sacrificed, ? It's 27 minutes. I mean, I don't know. I think it's worth a look. And again, like he even says in his video he did, he goes, you have to have an open mind. He's like, I'm not saying I'm right. He's like, but you have to have an open mind and not just go on my Instagram and vomit all over my comments and call me this and call me that. Like, he's just trying to bring different angles and things that add up. I mean, they add up regardless if we want to believe them or not. And again, we don't have to say that it's what it is or that's why it happened or anything of that sort. It's just interesting to see, You know, like, I don't know. You know, you always wonder about like global government and just, yeah, a lot of different stuff. People talk about Illuminati all the time and blah 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 blah. And it's who really knows, right? We don't know, but it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least. So I think I lost some people here. I don't know if I wean them out on this or not, but it's all good. We're running. We're at about 25 minutes. That's all I really wanted to personally touch on today. I just felt like it'd be cool to get a stream in and, you know, touch on some Kobe stuff. And guys, really, the biggest thing too, to, you know, like I tweeted. I don't know if you guys are on Twitter. My own personal tweets on it were, you know, if nothing else, this happening hopefully made anybody and everybody that had any kind of influence on or anything else, hopefully it made each and every one of us value life a little differently, even if it's just for today, right? We always have things that happen, big things, tragedies that happen, or we lose a close one unexpectedly, or even if we lose one and we know it's coming, but you know, it's that reality hits. We always tend to value life. We always tend to do things a little different, but we sometimes don't do it. We don't continue to do it, I guess is what I should say, right? Until the next bad thing happens. The best thing I can tell you guys, in my opinion, is just to go out and live it. Live every day you can to the fullest. You know, again, tell your loved ones you love them. You know, try to kill any kind of beef you have with like close friends or family. You know, it's just not worth it, because that day may come and you may not have the chance to reconcile if there's anything there, or let somebody know. You know what was really awesome to see was yesterday, I don't know if you guys know, but Kendrick Perkins, him and Kevin Durant used to be close friends, and they like went on this like hatred towards each other, whatever. And Kendrick tweeted at KD and said, "Look, man, I don't really even care about anything in the past. You know, you're my brother. Like, I love you. I really love you. Like, you know, and let him know. Like, tried to reconcile. Like, this opened his eyes and made it the bigger picture, not the who cares about whatever." And I guess the last thing I want to say is, you know, because there's mixed stuff on there about people selling his stuff, trying to make a bunch of money, or even people buying it. I mean, we're all adults. We can all do what we want to do. Nobody's telling anybody what they can or can't do. That's not what it is. You know, everybody has their opinions. It's. I don't think there's too many people out there telling anybody they can or they can't sell. It's how everybody views it or views it differently. And again, I guess my thing is, I can see if you're struggling, you don't have a roof over your head, you need a meal, or you need food for a week, you don't have any money, you're really struggling. I can see where right now where it's crazy because of a global iconic death, somebody trying to take advantage of it. Do I still really feel like it's right? Probably not, but you know, you're going to do whatever you have to do to feed you or feed your family. So in that aspect, you know, whatever. If you're just selling it and trying to make a boat ton of money off, and like some people had good points, like off some base cards and stuff that are selling for, I don't know, a couple $100 right now. I haven't even looked. I won't look. I don't care to look, because it's just not anything I'm into. I don't get into any of that side of it. I just see what I see people posting on Twitter. I don't go to eBay and type in. I've never typed in Kobe Bryant, anything in any of my eBay stuff. I could search right now and it wouldn't come up. But, you know, and people that want to buy it, I mean, a little different take for me of people that want to buy it. It's just, I hate to see people buying stuff. And again, cards don't have any real value. It's what it's worth to you. But just remember, like, on a lot of this base card stuff and all that, his rookies, once this calms down, 6 months, a year from now, those base cards are going to be back down to $5, $10. The base rookies, regular Flair Ultras, Upper Deck, whatever. So if you really don't need to pay that much right now for it, don't do it. Now, autographs are going to be a little different. I think the value on autographs, obviously, because there's not going to be those autographs anymore. They're not going to be available. Like, what's there is there. Like, what if he signed other stuff for other product? That might still not be redeemed or whatever. But that's it. I mean, you're not going to have any more. You're not going to have any more autographs. You're not going to have anything else available. Time is your life, and every second of it will be used on something. It's a non-renewable resource in the world. Once it's gone forever. Yeah, exactly, CJ. It's like I say, man. Time is against us, right? The clock is ticking. We can't rewind it. We can't turn it back a day, 2 days, a week. It's going. Every second, every minute, we're moving ahead. We're moving ahead to one step closer to whenever our day is. And we don't know when that is, right? Whoever believes in God would say that only the man upstairs knows when that is. And it's kind of where it's at. So I'm just going to leave it at that, guys. I felt like it was a good stream. Again, tomorrow will be the dollar card sale. This is kind of what these streams will be like other days until it gets nice out. We can go out and do some IRL and go places fun and be outside in the sun and walk with Zoe and go cool places. So we'll keep taking this angle. I'm gonna keep pushing towards my goal to make sure I get a stream in every day. And we will see you guys. We'll catch you guys tomorrow at 6 or see you in anybody's stream. Yeah, you don't know how much you have. You're exactly right, CJ. It's nice seeing you pop in here. Dominator, good to see you, brother. 343G3. Everybody that popped in, I want to appreciate and thank you. Thank you guys all for stopping in. And Smash, I'll be seeing you guys, you and Mindy here when you guys are live. If I could stay awake. I had to get up super early this morning, so had to be up at 5. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a good night. Again, man, tell those loved ones, hug those kids, hug the wife, the girlfriend, the friend, whatever. Tell them you love them. Don't be afraid to tell your friends you love them either, because if they're really your friends, you should truly care about them. So until then, guys, peace and love.